And how do you know it's an Asteraceae?
Because it's got lots of petals.
Mm-hmm.
Like each petal is like a flower.
Exactly. So, while you may think of this as just being one flower, it's actually hundreds of flowers. If we see a bigger variety, if we see like a sunflower or something like that, it's much easier to
Dandelion.
see. There's another thing in the same family. And yeah, if we were to kind of pick this apart, if you were to, well, again, if we find a bigger version, each of these is actually a completely separate flower. They have all of the parts, all of the male, female parts. They have, yeah, they have the
stamen as well?
Yeah, so the stamen, the pistil, which is the female parts. They'll have petals, etc., etc. And each one will have an ovary, which means that each one of these will give you a seed. Each one will give you a seed. And so very often, well, what you'll see, if I mean, just think when a dandelion has you know, once its seeds have matured and they blow off in the wind, what are you left with? What does it look like?
Yes, that's the fruit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a disc. And all right, so this is, you can't really see it here because this is actually now, this is still where the seeds would have been. But what does that disc look like? Is it flat? Is it round? Is it
like a ball?
Ah. But what's going on here? It's what's known as, it's called pitted. Yeah, so where each of the seeds were, there's a little hole where it was holding on to it. Yeah, so it was holding on to it like that, and so, and then once it's mature, it then dries and therefore lets it go, and off the seed can float away. So it's a pitted disc. So the easiest way to actually recognise, there you go, you can even see the little seeds that are still attached to it, so you can see even at the very edge, you know, each one is a distinct flower, because you can see this seed is still there. So to an insect, this is amazing. This is like insectopia. There's so much food in this, because each of these is a distinct flower. So this is really useful for insect attracting anything in this family.